back on my game today. Good morning, good morning. Don't you wish you got feedback sometimes that you could hear them? Yeah. I have a guest in the craft room today. We can say hello to Amanda.
Hi.
She is here crafting with me today, so yay! I have company. All right, I'm going to try to find myself so I can share. Y'all know I struggle with that every single time. All right, let's see. What's the name of my group? There we go. Good morning, good morning. Okay, here we go. Let me turn on comments so I can see. Good morning, Kathy.
Morning, Kathy. Miss your face.
Amanda says hello. All right. Kathy says good morning. I hope everyone is having a great Saturday. I'm a little crooked, so close your eyes. If you get sick, I'm going to try to straighten it really quick. See if I can. I think just a smidge. Alrighty. Okay, I am gonna close my door really quick. And then I am going to dive right in so that everybody can go and enjoy this kind of dreary Saturday, actually. I'm super excited because Epworth Children's Home is coming with their ice cream today. So I get to get off of here and go get some yummy, delicious ice cream for dessert. That might be my lunch today. So, all right. So don't forget, the holiday mini catalog is live. It is up and going, and it is beautiful. There are some amazing sets in here. The frosted gingerbread bundle is probably one of my favorites. That one you will definitely see in a class or in the monthly club. I haven't decided which one I'm going to do those projects for. So that's one of my favorites. I'm going to tell you another one of my favorites is the Peaceful Deer bundle. And I also love the Whimsical Trees bundle. So those are kind of my top three at the moment that are out of this, out of the actual holiday mini catalog. And then of course, most of you will probably know because I created a whole ton of projects this past week. My favorite in the celebration, because for every $50 that you spend, you get a free product out of this little mini catalog, celebration catalog here. But my favorite out of this is the counting sheep and the sheep dies. So, but make sure you take a look through this one if you are looking to purchase any supplies, because there is some great paper in here as well. So if you have questions on it or you need a catalog, let me know and I will be happy to get that into the mail to you. If you are a customer of mine already, you should already have the catalogs in your hand. I got mine in the mail probably 3 weeks ago. So if you did not get one, let me know and I will definitely get one out to you. So speaking of the mini holiday catalog, that means that there is a paper share available. I have 2 more spots left in my last group. So if you're interested, let me know so that I can, I can send you an invoice or whatever for that. There is a link in the description of this video. If you want to register, you can actually just go straight there and pay through PayPal, and then it will send me a message that you've done that, and then I can get that paper share out to you. So this is the last chance to do that so that I can get everything out to everyone so that you have plenty of time to play with all your holiday paper. This is the last call for next Saturday's August the 14th class at the Artist Co-op. Class is $35 and there is a event that is posted on the page where you can go and register for that class, because you will actually register for this class directly through the Artist Co-op. So if you're interested in this, last call for that, because I have to get supplies officially ordered no later than Monday so that everyone will have their ribbon and their sampling of the DSP. So make sure that you register for that if you are interested. August the 2021 Simply Creative Club. I'm going to pull out the little basket here so you can see. It is using the In Symmetry bundle. And these are the cards that you will be making for this one and that one. So you'll make 5 cards. And then you also have the option to add on the bundle, but part of this you will get a bolt of ribbon. This is the new, I think it's just called White Glitter Organdy Band Ribbon, I think is kind of what it's called. Yep, Glittered Organdy Ribbon. So this is absolutely beautiful ribbon. So you'll get a bolt of that with your club. You'll get a pack of the Rhinestone Basics, and then you will also get the some of the DSP in order to make all your projects. So if you're interested in that, there is a link in the description of the video for you to do that. You're in. Yes, Kathy. I know you were actually the first one who registered for that class. All right, and then I think the last thing I have for you guys is September class. The September class is going to be at Bethel United Methodist Church in Winsboro, South Carolina. There is a link again in the description of this video for you to register, or you can just send me an email, let me know you're coming, and you can pay at the time that you come to class. Class is $20 because now I don't have to mail anything. So that saves you $5. But you will still get 6 cards. So you will have 3 designs, and it will be a total of 6 cards for you. And then because we'll be back in person, I will have a couple of gifts to give away every class. I like giving away stuff. So these are the cards for September, and we're going to be using the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set, and also the dies that coordinate with that. So I am excited about getting back to in person. You can still take this class to go if you choose to. If you would like to do that, please email me and I will let you know how to register for it as a to-go class. All right, I think that's it. So let's get down to today's class, and I'm going to move everything out the way so that I can do this. All right, so we are going to be using the What's Cooking bundle today. I love this bundle. So here are the dies for it, and I think this is my favorite die. The little cutting board, that is my favorite one, and then here is your stamp set. So, and as a thank you for all of you that have consistently ordered this class from the online class, doing this the first Saturday of every month, this past month, everyone got a little bolt of this bumblebee ribbon, and you all got a little sampling of the DSP that coordinates with it. So that was a lot of fun to be able to give you guys that, and that is just a thank you for supporting me while we had to go to online. So, all right, let's get started. I'm going to move some things out of my way here. All right, so I'm just going to pull all of mine out. Your kit came where each project was tucked inside of an envelope so that you can have all your little pieces that were cut out for you. All right. So let's start with this card right here, just because that is this one. We're going to actually start with this one because that's the one that's on top. And you're going to make 2 cards of each. So we're going to set all that aside real quick. I'm going to open up my stamp set so that I have those available to start putting on blocks. So let's go ahead and We're going to fold our card bases in half and give it a good crease on there. All right. And make sure that you check in with me. Make sure that you just say that you are here. And let me know what your plans are for this afternoon, what you have going on. All right. So first thing we're going to start with is we are going to take our designer series paper and we're just going to attach it to the front of our card, and we're going to give it a little bit of space so that you have a little bit of white there, but then you have a big chunk of white on your right side. All right, so we're going to use our Stampin' Seal. If you would like, you can always turn it over and use the other side too. I'll give you a lot of wood. All right. So we're going to attach this right about here. Make sure I'm staying in the camera. All right. And I did try to give it just a little bit of a smidge more than your card base. And the reason for that is just sometimes it's hard to line it up exact with your top and your bottom. So all you have to do is just trim off that bottom. And I'll do that in just a few minutes. So let's do this one and make sure it's straight all the way down. All right, so next thing we want to do is we want to add our little cutting board to the front. So this looks like tile in a kitchen. It kind of looks like the backdrop, like your backsplash, and so that's very good in coordinating with your cutting board. Okay, we're gonna do this flat. So we're just going to put our seal on here. We're going to stick it right about there, kind of center. And these pieces were already cut out for you, so. And then we'll stick that one right about there. All right, I went ahead and cut out the bowl for you, but it is not stamped. So if you have the stamp set, you can definitely, oh no, Kathy, I'm sorry. I hope it's not me. I hope it's not me. It might be me today. That's the way my week has gone. But I'll make sure to post the replay. I'll upload it to YouTube. If I lose you, you can come back and watch it later. Hey, Karen. I have a little friend here that you know.
Hey, Karen.
Sitting in the craft room with me. Amanda says hello. Okay, so I went ahead and die cut the bowl out for you. It's just not stamped. So if you have the stamp set, you can stamp it. If not, it will look just fine without it. We're going to stamp it. So I'm going to grab my crumb cake. And then I'm going to take a block and put my bowl right on it. We're going to ink it up and I'm going to stamp it twice. So once there and then once there. All right. And then I'm going to take my strip. I cut out the roller for you, but on mine I did not. I'm going to stamp the sentiment for you on there twice, and then I'm going to die cut it when I die cut my bowls. All right, so I'm using Early Espresso for this, just so that it kind of gave it a little bit darker color than the crumb cake. And I'm gonna stamp it there, and I'm gonna stamp it right about there. I might be wasting a lot of paper on this one, but that's okay. I wanna make sure that I don't overlap. All right, I'm gonna go off screen really quick and cut these out. All right. I'm gonna have to run it through twice since I've got two here. So bear with me. bring these over so that I've got those off the plate. And then let me cut out the other one. Alrighty. Okay. So there we go for our second set. And for those of you who have been following me, lately I've been talking about the shaking of my table. I think I have found a solution. So hopefully I will have that in this week. And then I will have no more shaking so you can watch me die cut. All right. So now let's take and we're going to start building up. So I'm going to put my bowl right about here and I'm going to pop it up on each card. Karen says she misses us both.
Oh. Praying for your dad still, Karen.
Karen, we're also going back to in-person classes in September. So it'll be the first Saturday of every month. So if you ever get a free weekend from all the wonderful sports that your son plays and keeps you busy with, we will be here. All right, so let's put the bowl right there. And then we're gonna take and we're gonna pop up half of our roller. So we're only gonna pop up this half and then we're gonna put adhesive on the right side, okay? Make sure I put it on the right side. And then we're gonna take a small dimensional. So we're going to take the mini dimensionals and we're going to pop up this side. So we're going to do 1 and 1. So we're going to put a little mini one. It just barely fits on that handle there. Okay. All right. So now we're going to adhere that right over the bowl. And then we'll put our heart on. And that will be card number 1. All right, so for you right there, and then for you, oops, the dimensional came off. There we go. Let me get it back on there right. Okay, and then we'll stick this one right here. Okay, perfect. And then our little hearts. Now these little hearts are from my new obsessive die love, which is the Give It a Whirl. So it's this heart. There are several hearts in here. You've got this one, and then you've got a medium size and then a tiny one. And I really like this large one right here. This heart, just so you know, it only cuts, it doesn't give it the stitched look. The stitched look will actually stay in your paper. So if I cut out this right here, the stitched would be here, and then I would have a heart. And the heart would not actually have any stitching on it. So, just so you know that. So this is the large stitch die, and then you've got your medium and your small. But I am obsessed with these dies. I think I use them all the time. All right, let me put that back in there so I don't lose anything. And we're gonna pop up this heart. So I'm going to go back to my large dimensionals and we're going to put it kind of closer to the top center, and then we're just going to put it right there on our card. All right, let me grab my scissors so that I can cut one for this one. I know, Kathy, me either. I'm so ready to see all of you ladies on a regular basis again. I cannot even stand it. All right, so there is card number 1. Oh, nope, we missed something. I missed something, not y'all, me. Let's add our ribbon. That is the most important thing because it adds some cuteness to it. All right, so we're just gonna tie a small little bow, because you don't want the bow on this one to overpower the rest of the card. So we're going to do a small one. like that. And then we will cut the tails off. And let's do one more. Alrighty. Tiny one. There we go. And we'll cut that tail and this tail. All right, now let's add these on with glue dots. All right, so we'll stick that one there and stick this one right there. Okay, now we are officially done. Yay! All right, and I'll bring those all back in at the end. While I'm actually here, let me stamp my envelopes. So I'm going to stamp it with the crumb cake on, and we're gonna do the bowl since that was really the only stamping that we did. Just so that we have envelopes that match. And I'm gonna grab one more envelope so that I can do my sample one too. Okay, there we go. All right, and we'll set that aside. Now let's pull in the next one. And do y'all see there's like a splash of Poppy Parade in all 3 cards today? Just to kind of give it a little bit of extra prettiness. All right, so the next one we're gonna do is our Knight of Navy card base. And we're going to take our card bases and we're going to fold those in half. And then give it a good burnish. Like that. All right, so put that away. All right, let's go ahead and take our DSP and we're gonna put it on the front of our card base. Put seal all the way around so that it doesn't fall off. There we go. And put that down. All right, now we're gonna take another piece of the DSP. That's the back of it. It's got a wood background to it on the back. We're gonna use the front side and we're gonna pop this up. So we're gonna get our dimensionals and we're gonna put 6 on here because it's a little flimsier. So you want to make sure that you put enough of your dimensionals on here so that it does not fall. No saggy. All right, and then 2 more. Then we're going to kind of put it closer to the top. We'll stick that one there and we'll stick this one right up here. And then now let's take our little whisks and we're going to do a little Poppy Parade one and we're going to do a little Bumblebee one. We're going to stick them right there. So what I'm going to actually do is just put glue dots on the handle part here. So I'm going to put 2 on there. I'm going to put 1 kind of at the base right here. And then I'm going to put 1 right above the bottom of the handle. Okay? And I'm going to stick that one right here. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the Bumblebee one. I'm actually going to stick that part up underneath. All right, so there we go. And then let's do the other one. So right there, and then Bumblebee. My glue dot did not pick up, so I'm gonna press it a little harder and put it back down. All right, there we go. All right, 2 more. And there we go. Oh, I know what I forgot to announce at the beginning. Bingo will be September the 11th. There should be a description or a link in the description of the video. If not, I will make sure to upload that. There is a event post that is in the actual page itself, the Facebook page, where you can go in there and register. So that is September the 11th from 11:30 until 2, and that will be at Murray's again. So, all right. So let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment on here. And we're going to stamp it in Bumblebee and Night of Navy. Okay, and then I'm going to put on my block my Happiness is Homemade, which I love that sentiment. Now, I am just going to kind of eyeball it, and I'm going to ink up half of it, just the Homemade in Night of Navy, and I'm going to do the Happiness Is in Bumblebee. Now, I'm going to start with the Bumblebee just because it is a little lighter, and what you can do is lay your sentiment down like this, and then ink it up upside down, because then you'll kind of know where to stop with your ink. Okay? And then we'll do that with Night of Navy. Night of Navy is definitely a little easier to see. All right. Now let's see if I can get this straight. That's going to be the task. All right, let's see. Oh, not too shabby. All right, let's do the other one. All right, so we're just going to tap it until we see that the ink is on all the way, and I'm still missing the I and the S, so we're going to give it a little bit tap that way. All right, I got it that time. You can tell when you get up close to it, you'll see it kind of has a shimmer to it, which means that you've got ink on it. All right, then we're going to turn it to the other side and get all the way to the S. And now let's stamp it and see if I can do it 2 times in a row. There we go. Perfection. All right. Now we're going to set that aside for just a second because it's Night of Navy, so I want it to dry just a little bit before I put my fingers all over it. And look, I did it opposite. This one was Homemade was the Night of Navy, but it's not a big deal. It still works, right? All right, we're going to tie a big bow, but instead of really tying a bow, I just want to give it a bow look, okay? So what I'm going to do is add some seal right here on my card, and then I'm going to add it right there as well, okay? And then I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm just going to create, let's see, I can't remember how I did it. I think I did it like this. All right, let's actually do this. Watch this. All right, let's do that. And let's put a glue dot. It's been so long since I've made these cards, I seriously cannot remember how I did it. All right, let's do there. But I didn't actually make a knot in the middle because I was worried that with the roller being so small that it would be really, really bulky on that end. Okay, so I am doing that. I'm put a glue dot right there so it creates that one. And this is going to be a bigger bow than the one in the sample, but that's okay. That will not matter. We can make it a little smaller. There we go. All right. Then we're going to put a glue dot right there, again in the center. And then we're going to, all right, that's not working. Let's just tie a bow. Let's just tie a bow. Sometimes it's just too complicated. Sometimes I make it way more complicated than it should be. All right, we're gonna just leave it. We're gonna leave it flat. That's what we're gonna do. Instead of pulling it really tight, we'll just leave that flat. Because if I pulled on the loops, then it would make it bunch up. So we'll just leave it like flat there in the center, and that should make it work. All right, let's do another glue dot. Right there. Oh yes, that will work. Okay, there we go. Let's do that to the other one too. And that may have been how I did it the first go round. All right, one more bow. And this is a much bigger bow. All right, and then we're gonna snip it. All right, now we're gonna stick that one there. I have adhesive there, so that'll be fine. All right, there we go. Let's trim this one. It's a little too long. And then let's add our sentiment. That was way more complicated than I should have made it. All right, we're gonna put dimensionals on the back, and we can just use the regular size ones. If I can find what I did with it. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna put one on this end and one on that end. One on this end and one on that end, and then we're going to take off the backs, and we're going to put it right there. Alrighty, and then one more, and then this card is done. If you would like, you can add in to the center or into the inside of your card a white piece so that you can write on it. All right. Then with this one, what I'm going to do for my envelopes is I am going to grab the rolling pin, and I'm going to put it on a block, and then I'm just going to stamp it in Night of Navy, okay? Actually, let's stamp it in Crumb Cake. I think that'll look better. Night of Navy might be a little bold. All right, so you can either line it up like this, and I'll show you the other way you could do it as well. So I'm going to do two on that one, like that. And then let's take this envelope, and we're going to lay them down. And we'll do two of them on that one, like that. I think I like the ones that are flat. All right. So that is card number 2. That one's an easy one if you don't complicate the bow on it. All right. Will you hand me 3 white envelopes out of that little thing? Okay. Our last card, thank you, ma'am, is this one right here. And this one, I'm going to have to do a little die cutting on it. But first, we're going to stamp our sentiment. These dies right here, which I did forget to tell you on the last card too, this die cut out piece is from the stitched rectangle dies. Okay? All right. Let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment really quick. And our sentiment says, sending you a dash of kindness and a spoonful of love. All right, we're gonna ink it up. We're gonna stamp it, and we're gonna hope that it is straight. And that was not straight, but that's okay. We'll make it work. There we go. That one is straight. Okay, so that's all we need from the Poppy Parade. Then we're gonna grab our crumb cake, and I'm gonna grab me a little scrap piece here. I'm going to stamp the spoon, the wooden spoon, and then the spatula. And I'm actually just going to put them both on the same block because you know what? I have to die cut them together and they're using the exact same color. So that is just fine. That will work perfectly. So we're going to take the crumb cake. We're going to stamp it. I'm going to give it enough room to die cut. And we'll stamp this one up here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that bowl again. I'm going to clean it really quick because we stamped it, we inked it in crumb cake earlier. I'm going to take the bumblebee and I'm going to stamp the bowl twice. Alright, so once there and once there. Alright. Now I'm going to run and, well, I'm not going to run. I'm going to turn around. No running for me today, people. No running. I'm going to turn around. Actually, I always say, hey, Ben, do we need to run to the store today? And he goes, well, I'm not running, but I'll take my car. That's his, like, big inside joke with me. Because apparently I use the word, hey, let's run and do this quite a bit. Okay, I'm going to die cut out our spoon, our spatula, and our bowl. Alright. Alright, so I have the first ones cut out. We got the bowl, the spoon. Those are just the cutest things. These actually remind me of the when I was a little girl and, you know, played with Barbies because I was obsessed with Barbie clothes and their, you know, kitchen, and I had their bus and all that fun stuff. And this is what this set reminds me of.
And she's got some really cute stinking cards with this set. I'm being nosy, I'm sorry.
You're fine. That is actually a class I took from another demonstrator.
God, those are cute.
So those are not my ideas. I actually was so in love with this set that I took a class from another demonstrator because I was really wanting to play with it a whole lot more. So, and I do that because that is what relaxes me, is taking classes from other demonstrators. So, I probably spend as much with other demonstrators buying their classes and doing them as I do, like, actually, you know, purchasing the products itself. So it's where I spend my money, but it's soothing and relaxing for me. So all right, so let's go ahead and pop up, well, actually, let's put our card bases, let's fold those in half.
That's the way we feel about you, by the way.
Oh, is it? Oh, thank you.
I think others will agree with me.
Oh, thank you. She's being really sweet.
She's being really truthful. It has nothing to do with sweet.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. All right, let's take our DSP and we're going to flip it over. We're going to put some adhesive on the back. If I can get it to roll. There it goes. Sometimes it just needs a little extra help. All right, so we're going to place that right down there. And then we're going to get this one. And for those of you who do not have this DSP, it is definitely a must-have. I mean, both sides of it are absolutely gorgeous. I don't think there's anything in this DSP that I do not like and have not used already for different cards. Okay, let's take our sentiment and we're going to pop it up. And I'm going to stick with the crooked one because, you know, it makes it homemade, right? It gives it my extra dash of kindness and spoonful of love. All right, so we're going to put 6 on there just to make sure that it stays. And then we're going to stick this one a little closer to the bottom. So on the last one, we put it closer to the top. And then this one, a little closer to the bottom. All right. Then we're going to take our bowl and we're going to pop up our bowl. But first, what I want to do is I want to put a little bit of adhesive on the back side of this one. Okay? So I'm just going to do a quick little strip there. And I'm going to do a little quick strip on this one. There we go. And I'm going to take the spatula and I'm going to tuck it in behind, kind of like that. But I want to make sure that I get it to stay. And that I don't have to worry about it necessarily when I go to put it all together. Okay, now I'm going to pop them over and we're going to put some dimensionals on the back of it. And I'm putting it over that spatula too, which helps to keep it stay. And then we're going to put a large one here. Now, when we put this on, the top of the spatula is going to be over, but I didn't think that it made too much of a difference with it only having one dimensional underneath here, because now you need technically 2, but I really thought that it was just fine without having to put that other one on there. Okay. So you can add an additional dimension there if you feel like you need to. All right, let's add this one. All right, now we are going to do the same thing with our spoon. We're going to put a dimensional on the back. And again, I'm just doing 1, but you can do 2 if you feel like you need to. Then I'm going to take a glue dot and do the bottom. Okay, so just right there. It did not come off. You put some pressure on it. There we go. All right, so we're going to put glue dot on the back of that one. Okay, now we're going to take our dimensional backing off and we're going to lay this kind of right about here. Okay? And see, once you put the bow on, I really don't think that you can tell that you only use that one dimensional. But again, dimensionals are cheap, so if you want to add another one, go right ahead. Okay, now I'm going to make a bow. And I'm going to be honest with you, I am literally on the last little thread of my ribbon. So I'm going to pull out the one I messed up earlier. I'm going to take off the mini glue dots from it. And I'm going to tie a bow out of it. I can definitely make it work, right? Okay. Not the prettiest one, but see, y'all, this is all I have left of it. Yay! I very rarely, you know what? Hold on, I've got a trick. I've got a trick. I ordered enough supplies for everyone and then forgot to order an extra ribbon for me. But I have a cute little trick that we're gonna do. All right. This is a bow maker. We're gonna make a bow, a small one, out of the ribbon we have. I got this from ordering a class from someone, actually. All right, so yeah, I don't know if I like that bow, but it'll be all right. We'll make it work. We will make it work. Let's actually turn it around this way. I think I like it better that way. All right, now let's cut off the tails. And then we'll put that bow on with a glue dot. Let's see. We're gonna stick the bow right here. Okay, all right, so we got the one. Now let's see if I can make it out of the smaller piece. Hopefully I can, we'll see. I might not be able to. All right, let me go see if I can find another ribbon real quick. 2 seconds. All right, I'm gonna use some of this one, which is the new black and white gingham from the holiday catalog. And I don't like that one, so we're gonna take that one off. All right. So if you don't like the bumblebee ribbon, you can always switch it up a little bit. And I think this will go perfect with it. And we'll be able to make the bow a little bigger so that it looks prettier. Okay, but you all should have plenty because you have a whole roll of it. Okay, let's do a glue dot. And we'll stick that one right there. It did not pick up that glue dot again. Me and the glue dots apparently do not work well together right now. Okay, there we go. Let me make this just a little smaller. Those tails. Okay, I think that works. What do you think? All right, let's do one more. We'll make this one just a touch smaller. All right, we'll cut off those tails. And then let's do a glue dot. And we'll stick it right there. Okay, perfect. Now let's do one more thing and let's do our envelopes. And we are going to take our stamp that has both of our spatula and our spoon. I'm gonna actually move them just a little closer together like that. Okay, then I'm gonna ink that up in crumb cake and stamp it on the front of our envelope like that. And don't need to press down so hard, and like that. Now let's do one more right about there. Perfect. Okay, so that is our 3 cards for today. Thank you everyone for joining me. I'm going to pull them back in really quick so you can see them. If you have any questions, let me know. If you would like to just order the PDF on it, you are more than welcome to do that. The PDF is $15 and I can email it out to you immediately if you're interested in that. So you can email me with that and then I'll just reply back to you and then I'll send you the link for PayPal. So if you did take the class, make sure that you did get the PDF. I emailed those out on Thursday, so make sure you do that. And in September, I will see you guys in person. All right, you guys have a great rest of your Saturday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.